tents, campfires, and more. That's what students are doing this week out at Raiderville. We stopped by and talked to some residents. A former Red Raider is back in town after a season in the minors. Barrett Barnes sits down for a one-on-one interview. We introduce you to a new Red Raider, Josh Gray, of the men's basketball team in our segment In the Zone. And we take a tour of the brand new indoor soccer facility. It's the Double T Insider. Let's go. Shot there, and that one goes in. Texas Tech takes the 2-0 lead. The Double T Insider is brought to you by the Texas Tech University College of Media and Communication and is entirely produced by students of the college. Welcome into the Double T Insider, everyone. I'm Joshua Cook, joined by Erica Taylor, and this week we come to you from Raiderville, where Erica's students have been getting ready for the big game against UT all week long.
That's right, a full week of showing off their school pride. Now we'll take you inside Raiderville and see how Tech students are keeping the tradition alive. It comes just once a year and students get all fired up for it. They began setting up for Raiderville starting Monday at 5 p.m. and continued throughout the week with tents of all shapes and sizes. The population climbed into the hundreds as the week progressed. Despite some chilly temperatures, students still enjoyed Raiderville through frisbees, washers, and more. And overall, the experience was great for everyone involved.
Talk about Raiderville. This is your third one. Why do you come out? Why do you enjoy it?
Basically, it's just for the fun. I mean, like the camaraderie of everybody coming out and, you know, just getting pumped for the game. I mean, Texas is always a huge game, and we have a really good shot at beating them this year, so everyone's really amped up for the game. You got to explain the chair. It's got 6 cup holders. I mean, does that thing have a TV in it? Dude, I wish, you know, or internet or Wi-Fi built in. It's my roommate. His name's Andrew Fetch, and we thought it was going to be like more of a love seat kind of couch situation. Unpacked, it comes out to be this, and I don't know why you would need 6 cup holders, but I mean, we'll make use of this pretty good. So,
what made you want to come out to this year's Raiderville?
Well, we have a tent this year, and we're pretty excited about how well Texas Tech's been doing. So it gives us more motivation, like to stick out and get first row seats to see the game.
You pretty excited to be out here this year?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I hope it's not too cold, but yeah, I'm pretty excited.
I see you got your dog there. Is she getting her own tent this year?
Oh, absolutely. A couple of friends are going to give us a big tent, and this tent behind us are going to be absolutely all for her.
Well, I got my kerosene lantern, and I got my my butane stove, and I have coffee and cider at night. I got some other propane grills. I cook, you know, breakfast with a cast iron skillet.
What are y'all's responsibilities as the mayor and the sheriff?
As the sheriff, I'm responsible for just making sure people are abiding by the rules of the university, like not having beer, not having an open flame on the grass or near trees, and just keeping the place cleaned up. I just walk around, do checks every now and then.
As the mayor, I'm mainly in charge of like collaborating with the university, talking with them, seeing if they need us to do anything, if we need to do anything for them. They tell us who's coming out here, or who we need to talk to, or like people are going to bring us food or provide anything, and we kind of coordinate times with them. And then we also do check-ins every night and every morning, and we're in charge of kind of keeping that going and trying to maintain a little bit of order around here, and that's why we got our share.
Coming up next, we sit down with former Red Raider Barrett Barnes. And later, we take a tour of the new indoor soccer facility. The Double T Insider rolls on after this.
Welcome back to the show. He's remembered at Texas Tech for his hot bat and his great defensive plays in center field. Barrett Barnes now shows off his skills in the minors as part of the Pittsburgh Pirates organization.
Joshua Cook now joined by Barrett Barnes here on the Double T Insider. Barrett taken 45th overall in the Major League Baseball draft. Walk us through what that night was like for you and your family and just that moment.
I mean, it was a blessing. You know, I'm very thankful for it. It was just me, my family, my neighbors, and a couple close friends of the family that were over at the house. My mom cooked. We were just hanging out. I got the phone call around pick 40, and we kind of negotiated between picks 40 and 42. And at 43, I knew where I was going, and then we just sat around and waited for it. And then my name was called on TV. You know, the rest was history.
Drafted by the Pittsburgh Pirates organization, a young organization, an up-and-coming organization. How's that experience been like with them so far?
It's been pretty interesting. You know, it's a completely different aspect, completely different way of baseball. You know, you play every single day. That's one thing that the people don't really understand. Is next year you'll play about 142 games, about 150 days. So if you take your everyday job and say you're not going to have a break for 4 weeks, that's pretty much what we're going through. And you have to fill from 12 to 12 pretty much. You get there early and stay late. And that's your job now, and it's really taken as a profession, and you really got to handle your business as a professional.
What has the experience been like? I guess the changes from college ball to the minor leagues. You talk about the workload of it, but what other changes have you had to make adjustments to for the minor league baseball? I guess experience.
I think the only real adjustment is the everyday grind. To be honest, it's just the being able to keep your body in shape, being able to stay healthy, and being able to recover each and every night. And that's the only difference. I mean, the competition is about the same. You play in front of less fans than you play out here. You don't play in as nice a stadiums as we have here at Texas Tech. But to be honest, just being able to get over that first hump of your first 20 days in a row. After that, it's a little bit better, a little smoother sailing. But once you get over that first hump of okay, we got to play baseball every single day for about 10 hours a day. Once that all sinks in, the rest of it's pretty easy.
What's been your favorite part of this experience so far?
I think playing baseball for a living, you know. Not a lot of people get to do that. It's something I dreamed about since I was a little kid, something I've always wanted, and it's been something I've been blessed with, you know, and I'm very thankful for it. I try not to take it for granted. I try to take every single day and cherish every single moment, and just sometimes when you sit back and you think about what you're doing, you know, they're paying you a lot of money just to play baseball, and I mean, it just makes you smile, and I still get the butterflies every time I go on the field, every time I hear the national anthem, and I'm just living it one day at a time and enjoying it.
What is it like now coming back here to Dan Law Field, coming back to Texas Tech, knowing you've gone through the minor league experience? What is that like now, getting to walk onto the field with Pittsburgh Pirates gear on and knowing you were a top 50 pick and all that?
It feels good. You know, it's something you can't explain. When I got here, when the plane landed, I got butterflies again. And the gear, I mean, some people think, oh, you wear it because you're showing off, but no, it's like it's an accomplishment for me. You know, it's something I worked my butt off for my entire life, and I finally got there and I finally accomplished it. And it's just a sense of pride and just thankfulness that I had the opportunity to play baseball and had the opportunity to be at a level I'm at and be picked where I was picked. And you know, it's something I've always wanted, something I've always worked for, and something I'm just very thankful I got the opportunity to have.
How much does Texas Tech mean to you now, being away from it and being away from playing college ball? How much do you reflect on your time at Texas Tech?
I mean, I still watch old videos. I mean, I still have all my stuff, all my gear, all my hats, my gloves, and everything. It was something. It was an accomplishment as well. You know, there's stepping stones across your life that you always look back and remember. And college at Texas Tech was definitely one of those. I was fortunate enough to have a good career. I met a lot of great guys. I still talk to guys that I met freshman year, like your Joey Kenworthy's and your Taylor Ashby's and guys like that, guys I'm still in touch with. And like I said, it was just one of those accomplishments, one of those stepping stones I reached, and I'm very thankful for it.
Who is your favorite Major League Baseball player that you've gotten to meet so far in this process?
Andrew McCutcheon. Yeah, he's just a down-to-earth guy, real calm guy, real quiet guy, real nice guy, actually. You'd think like most superstars would be kind of stuck up, but he's really not. He's just a nice, regular guy. Another thing, when you see him, you kind of think, wow, I'm not as far away from the big leagues as I think I am, because you see him on TV, you probably think he's 6'2", 6'3". He's probably all of 5'10", 160 pounds. So, I mean, it's like, not all those guys are beasts like that. They're not all 6'4" and 6'5", and it's just being able to meet somebody like that, as humble as he is and as down to earth and as just a normal person as he is, it makes you feel good.
If there's any little kids out there watching this, what do you tell them? If they dream, if they see the guys on TV watching baseball, what's your message to them if they dream of being a Major League Baseball player one day?
Just work hard, you know. That's all it really comes down to. There's guys in the big leagues that are just unbelievably talented who can just do things that the normal person can't do, but for the most part, it's probably 70-30. It's 70% of the guys that just do everything right. They do the little things right. They field the regular ground ball. They make the routine throw and they make the routine play. and the other 30% are just, they do things you can't control, you can't expect, you can't teach. So if you can just master the basics and just do the things right all the time, then you have just as good a chance as anybody else to make it to this level.
Well, thanks a lot, Bear. We appreciate the time. Good luck to you this season. Maybe in a few years we'll see you batting big league with the Pirates.
Yeah, man, sounds good. I appreciate it.
All right, thanks.
The Red Raider basketball team continues to prepare for their season opener against Prairie View A&M November 9th. And we bring you another new Raider in our new series, In the Zone.
Josh Gray, freshman guard out of Lake Charles, Louisiana.
You had a long list of schools to choose from. What made you choose Texas Tech?
Because when I came on my visit, I felt comfortable with the situation. I wanted to play with Coach Gillespie because he got a name, a good name for producing good players, you know, making people work hard. So that's all I had wanted. I like the community, I like the coaching staff he had, and the players just made me feel comfortable.
Okay, how do you feel now that, you know, he's not here?
I don't feel too bad about it because him and Coach Walker were the main two guys on the staff that recruit me, so I had a relationship with both of them. So it's no big difference. I'm still play, give him 110% even if he was here or not. So.
All right. There's things that some people are scared of. What's a couple of things that you have a fear of?
Snakes and creepy things like spiders and insects and stuff like that. You know, I don't play around with insects or nothing like that. Nothing that crawl.
So if there was a snake coming through,
I'm gone. I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
Okay. I noticed you have a bunch of tattoos. Is there anything that's really meaningful to you?
You know, like all my tattoos tell stories, so every tattoo on my body means something to me.
What about the basketball one? What does that mean?
Oh, that was my first tattoo. That's just a basketball with a crown with fire around it, and none to say it was all a dream.
All right. You're point guard, right?
Yes.
All right. Was there a favorite point guard in the NBA that you looked up to?
I look up to like 3 of them, DJ Augustine, Derrick Rose, and Darren Williams. That's who I study film on all the time. That's who I look up to, try to relate my game to theirs or something like that.
What's one word that'll best describe your game?
Excited, you know. When you come see me play, you're a show every time. You know, you ain't gonna never catch me on a bad game. Like, I'm gonna give you a show every time you come see me. So, excited.
Okay. And if you had the chance to play one-on-one with somebody professionally, who would you play with and why?
I'll play against Derrick Rose. Because like he was an NBA All-Star, he was the MVP of the league, and he the top point guard. So, you know, I want to play against the best players, so I'd rather play against him.
All right. And lastly, you've been in Lubbock for a while. Anything you like a favorite restaurant?
Red Lobster. You know, I'm from the South, from Louisiana. You know, all we do is eat seafood and spicy food. So I don't really like anything but seafood. So Red Lobster is my spot I go to.
You have a favorite seafood you like?
I eat all seafood, no favorite, nothing like that. Probably crawfish would be my favorite.
Okay. After a quick timeout, we'll take a look at the new indoor soccer facility. And we give you a preview of what's coming up this week for Texas Tech Athletics.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. They are the first team on campus to get an indoor practice facility. We give you an inside look into the brand new Gerald Myers indoor soccer facility on campus. Erica Taylor has the story.
Texas Tech women's soccer now has a new place to call their own. Introducing the Gerald Myers Indoor Soccer Facility, a state-of-the-art climate-controlled training center with a 37,800 square foot playing field.
This just creates such a great environment for their development. That's why we're calling it the PDC, the Player Development Center, because so much of their individual time will be spent in here. And then, of course, whenever the team needs it, you know, we can come in here.
The Gerald Myers facility is likely one of the only facilities in the nation built solely for a single soccer program. And when the weather gets rough, the Red Raiders will have the luxury of practicing indoors.
We've been out here a couple times this fall where it's been really cold and windy, and just being able to go in there and get out of the wind in Lubbock and be able to focus on the things that we need to focus on even when the weather's not okay is something that a lot of other teams don't have.
Besides training, head coach Tom Stone sees the new facility also as a tool for recruiting new talent.
Well, when they walk in here, it just, they can't believe the commitment. They see the commitment. They see the facility, they're impressed. They're like, wow, this is great. This could be mine. But then the first things that come to mind is, I can't believe this is just for women's soccer. And it's amazing what the commitment Texas Tech has made to this program.
It's generally common to share a place like this with other athletic teams such as men's soccer or even football. Fortunately, the Red Raiders won't have that problem.
I mean, that's the beauty of being the only soccer team at the school. It'd be nice to have a men's team sometimes, but also we don't have to share anything since we're the only team. So that's pretty awesome.
The Gerald Myers facility is located south of the John B. Walker Soccer Complex. For the Double T Insider, I'm Erica Taylor. With the show winding down, we give you a preview of what's coming up for the Red Raiders this week. The Red Raider soccer team takes on Baylor in the semifinals of the Big 12 Championships in San Antonio after winning their first ever Big 12 tournament game on Wednesday against Kansas. First kick is set for 8 p.m. Red Raider tennis begins play at the Texas Fall Invitational in Austin, while the Lady Raider tennis team travels to Albuquerque for the New Mexico Invitational. Both tournaments begin Friday and conclude on Sunday.
Red Raider football hits the field after their 55-24 loss to Kansas State last week. Tech looks to take out some frustration on the struggling Longhorns, who entered the game after slipping past Kansas 21-17 in Lawrence last week. Number 18 Tech and number 23 Texas entered the game with identical records, both at 6-2 overall and 3-2 in Big 12 conference play. Kickoff is set for 2:30 p.m. The game can be seen regionally on ABC and mirrored nationally on ESPN2. Red Raider volleyball continues its two-match road swing against Iowa State as Tech travels to Ames, Iowa to take on the Cyclones. First serve is set for 6:30 p.m. Lady Raider basketball plays Midwestern State on Sunday in an exhibition game. Tip-off is set for 2 p.m. inside the USA.
On Wednesday, Tech Volleyball returns home for its first match against TCU in Lubbock as members of the Big 12. Red Raiders fell to the Horned Frogs earlier this season in Fort Worth. First serve is set for 6 p.m. inside the USA, and you can catch live play-by-play on KTXT, the Raider 88.1 FM. Well, that does it for our show, everyone. Thanks for watching.
And be sure to tune in next week as we take a behind-the-scenes look at Red Raider volleyball practice. And also go on Facebook and search for Double T Insider, like our page, and never miss another episode again.
For Josh Cook, I'm Erica Taylor. Have a great week, everyone.